Alright, cool. Says that it's recording. Or streaming, whatever. So, once again, here we are again. I should probably put my earplugs in. And I am not... something in my finger. I am not expecting a lot of people to show up at the stream because, once again, it's kind of a ninja stream. I don't usually plan my streams ahead of time because cool. I like to pretend I have a life, and it's kind of lame to have to say no to going out. So, going out with people because I have a digital date with a bunch of faceless strangers. I mean, you know, I don't mind it once a week or so, but anyhow, so I decided... actually, I was about to go to bed, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna tell people what's been going on, why I've been barely making videos or streaming or anything lately. Fair warning, and I'm expecting most people are gonna see the recording of this, not the live stream version of it. Fair warning, I am going to be talking about a bunch of boring stuff, so if you're here just for gameplay, you might want to try one of my other videos. Anyway, and I thought we'd do it while playing Starbound, because who just wants to sit and hear me talk a lot? I'm gonna make... oh, why is my lag so bad? It wasn't this bad before. Let's try not doing the GL. I do have a towel on my head, it's because I just got out of the shower. Let me try just normal Starbound, see if that runs faster. Hopefully the last update hasn't made it worse. Oh, it opened twice. Cool. Anyway, so hello Cataclysm TDR. I can't tell if it's any faster. Whatever, we'll just play. Anyhow, so why have I been absent for so much of the time lately? Well, probably biggest reason is still that I have my day job, which I got back in October, and I've definitely settled into it. Whatever, I don't care. I've definitely settled into it, but unfortunately it keeps me busy all day, every day. Not all day, but from early in the morning to past dark. I don't get home till like 5:30 or 6, and because I get up so early, I have to be in bed, well, hopefully be in bed by like 10 or 11. So as a result, I only have like 2 hours to do anything between work and sleep. Work and eating and sleeping and walking the roommate's dog and all that stuff, I mean. And I am trying to get videos out there, but you know, I'm a creative person. I have a lot of projects that I want to be working on, and you know, sometimes the mood takes me in a different direction than making a video. There's also the usual tiredness I have to deal with and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's been a huge time sink, is just having a job. But I'm trying not to let it completely control me, because, you know, odds are I am never going to be in a position where I don't have to work, at least not anytime soon. And if I wait until I am in a position where I don't have to work, you know, I'm 28. I am rapidly approaching not young status. I mean, I already kind of consider myself pretty not in that younger group of people anymore. In fact, I'm older than all my friends. Okay, not all of them, but 95% of them. In fact, some of them are as young as 18. One of my coworkers is 18, and I get along great with her, but sometimes I'll be talking to her and we'll just have these massive disconnects where I realize that I'm from a different generation than she is. And it's just kind of awkward when that happens. But anyway, so I'm trying not to let that completely keep me from doing anything in my life, but I admit that it's a factor. Oh god, the lag is so bad all of a sudden. Why? It wasn't this bad before. Something in the last update seems to have changed it. Anyway, and then the other thing that has been, okay, why is my frame rate so terrible? Sorry. There's nothing else open, is there? I don't think so. Dashboard, nothing that's currently going. I don't know. Anyway, the other thing that has been eating up a lot of my time is, this is kind of embarrassing to say, I'm kind of sort of finally in a relationship. Which is very new territory. I like that creature has a little fro. Okay, why? Seriously. Why is my frame rate so bad? It's pretty new development for me. I am not much of a dater. I've had very few relationships in my life, and none of them have lasted more than a couple of months. That's how sad my lack of experience is. So I've been dating this person for about 2 months now, and it's funny because I'm actually a pretty dispassionate person in regards to a lot of things, and just a lot of bad experiences as far as becoming emotionally attached to somebody only to be, well, abandoned the second they find someone they like more, has made me kind of loath to trust people and to be willing to, God, this is terrible. Maybe I should play a different game. I don't know. Kind of gun-shy about the whole, you know, giving others emotional or power over my emotional state. So, oh, you know why? Maybe the reason it's so slow is because it's recording. I need to make room on my drive. Let me do that real quick. I bet that's why it's being slow. I mean, maybe not. No, maybe not. I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff on the drive because I made this game review. I don't know. There's like 14 gigabytes free, so actually maybe that's not it. Anyway. So where was I? Yes. So I'm really new to the whole, like, trying to relax and just be comfortable around other people, and this person, for whatever reason, seems to really like me, and I admit part of me kind of feels like it's just because they don't really know me, and as soon as they really know me, they're going to be like, wow, she's annoying, and not want to be around me anymore. But, you know, true story, and I mean, maybe I won't put this on my channel. I don't know. Who cares? You know, I don't even care anymore. This is the real dope. I am not by nature a very happy person. I suffer from a great deal of depression and anxiety and, you know, the usual motley crew of negative emotions that it seems like so many people in my and younger and slightly older generations seem to suffer from. Actually, just people all alive right now. And I really have to struggle against that. I have to struggle against being negative all the time, and I have to struggle against, you know, kind of just waiting for everything to go wrong. But anyway, in regards to this person, I don't want to be too specific because they're in a position where they could potentially get in trouble if it were revealed that they were in a relationship. It's hard to explain, but it's nice. I'm finally getting to a stage where I can be around them and not necessarily feel completely shy and doubtful. Still pretty new, but and it's kind of funny because I've always had this sort of negative opinion of words are hard. Negative opinion of people in relationships because I've had so many best friends who just, you know, they wanted to spend every second with me, and then all of a sudden they start dating someone, and boom, that person doesn't exist anymore. They only exist to be with that one person they're dating. And I don't want to turn into that, you know. I want to remain who I am and still have a life outside of who I'm dating. But at the same time, you know, given that I have so little free time now, it feels kind of strange to say no to hanging out with this person so I can make videos. And as far as them being in the videos themselves, well, as I said, it's complicated, and also they live about an hour's drive away. which makes it suck worse because since I have so little free time between when I finish work and when I have to go to bed, that doesn't even leave enough time to drive up and see them, because by the time I drive up there I have to turn around and drive back. So I only get to see them on weekends, which means, you know, I don't have a free day where I can just spend it making videos like I had when I first started this job. So, and then in other news, I don't know who, if anyone is going to watch this, but I will try to remain, I'm dying. I will try to remain not insulting or anything, but basically, okay, Fangirl Fusion. So, in case anyone's watching this that has no idea what Fangirl Fusion is, about a month and a half ago, I posted this thing to Reddit where I was like, hey, I want to start a podcast by girls for girls who's interested, on the subreddit Girl Gamer. And I got a huge amount of responses, and picked a couple of people that I liked and as co-hosts, and made a forum and sunk all this time and work into it, and it was going great for like a week or two. I have a lot of friends already who are into podcasts and or that kind of thing, and they featured us on their shows. They gave us lots of press. We had tons of people saying what a good job we were doing. We had, like, our first podcast, we had over 100 listeners, which for the first podcast, for first time podcasters, maker people, whatever, is incredibly awesome. But then the seeds of discord were sown, and unfortunately, as I mentioned, I'm always at work. The two co-hosts, however, did not have jobs and would talk to each other all day on Skype, which I unfortunately could not do because I was working. And they started to feel that it wasn't fair for me to have an equal say, considering I wasn't able to be on Skype as often as they were. And so eventually it led to them kind of asking me to step down at least until I have more time, which, you know, kind of a catch-22. Unless I'm able to make a career out of podcasting or something like that, I'm never going to have more free time. Or a sugar daddy or something. I would not do that. I'm not that desperate to have a podcast. But it wasn't just the time thing. They also apparently had different goals for the podcast in mind than I did. You know, I never wanted the podcast to be some super serious, you know, trend-setting whatever. I mean, I was the one who was always saying safe haven, blah, blah, blah. But the amount of time and work that they put into it was far beyond anything I had ever planned. I always wanted it to remain fun. You know, I didn't want it to be another job. I've had the GamesR4FITE YouTube channel for over 3 years, and, you know, I've learned that if you keep working at something as fickle as internet fame, with the end goal of, you know, becoming rich and famous or whatever, odds are you're never going to reach that goal. And even if you do, you know, it's going to, unless you luck out like Justin Bieber, it's going to take a massive amount of time and effort and networking and learning how to do stuff better and all this other stuff. And, well, I'm all for putting that in there, and I still haven't quite given up on my channel, as evinced by the fact that I'm still trying to come up with videos, at least some of the time. I've definitely learned that you can't put 110% of your effort into it all day, every day, forever until you reach that goal, because life goes on, and, you know, as an adult, I have bills to pay, I have relationships with other people I want to focus on that, unfortunately, are not that easy to tie into what I'm trying to do with YouTube and with streaming. And even if I could, you know, when I started this channel, I started it with another person, and then it went sour as well for a myriad of reasons. And, you know, he's not here to defend himself, so I'm not really going to go into detail about it. But, you know, right from the onset, I realized that, you know, I'm kind of a control freak. I like things to be the way that I want them to. And while I do try to be willing to negotiate. I admit that I do tend to be unhappy if I have an idea and I want to do a certain thing, and the other party says, no, I want to do it this way. And it's like, oh, fine. No, I'm getting cold. I haven't played this game in a while, so there might be changes I'm not aware of. So, yeah. In regards to the podcast, basically at this point, they changed the name. I'm no longer affiliated with Fangirl Fusion, and actually, they don't even want Fangirl Fusion. They changed the name to Call of the Sirens for blah 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 reasons. They posted a long thing about it to the actual Fangirl Fusion forum, which I and one of the co-hosts had created. But I mean, that's kind of cool that they don't want the name anymore, because now I can take it back. I still like the name Fangirl Fusion. Whatever connotations people might think it has, I think it's kind of catchy, and I already made all the pages and everything, so whatever, I'm taking it back. And as far as they go, you know, when they first kind of kicked me out, I was super pissed about it. You know, I tried to be cool about it, but how can I be cool about getting kicked off my own idea, my own podcast? You know, like, I'm not a saint. But at this point, I really do think it's for the best, especially, not just the time thing, but especially since they wanted such, since they wanted to make such a different kind of thing than I did, then, you know, it would have been awful if this had all happened months or even years down the line, where we already have this established thing and they want to turn it into something else. You know, I think of my friend's band, Steam Power Giraffe, how they've gone through a lot of changes over the years that they've existed, and I know for a time when Erin, aka Upgrade, was still in the band, there was a schism between them because she wanted them to stay very kid-friendly, and while they are still all ages, they have, you know, they have some little Tim Burton-y thing going on. Whereas I think Erin wanted it to be very Disney-friendly, whatever. And ultimately, she left the band and she pursued her acting career in LA. And I don't really talk to her that much, but I'm Facebook friends with her, and I see her sometimes on there. So she seems to be doing pretty well in that regard. And it wasn't a bad split or anything like that, you know. They're all still friends and everything like that. Which is nice, which is ideal. I mean, well, no, ideal is you'll never have the split, but saying that that's inevitable, ideally you'll remain friends. As far as my friends with the co-hosts, I don't know. When I had my final conversation with them on Skype, there was some mention of let's still be friends, but then I was so pissed off that I kind of ranted and raved on a stream and on Facebook. Even I tried to police myself and not be too vehement in my disagreement, but nonetheless it might have been too much, and now they don't want anything to do with me. I don't know. I'm willing to turn the other cheek and still be friends with them, at least, or not necessarily still be friends. I don't know if we ever really were friends since we had just met when we started the podcast, but anyway, yeah, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones as long as they are. And if not, if they'd rather stay on their own and have their own thing going and not have me remotely involved, then I'm willing to do that too. To be honest, the time thing is still a factor. I still have very little free time, and it's unfortunate because I have a lot of things that I would like to pursue. I want to start a channel with my mom that would focus on the mother-daughter gaming thing, because it's funny, to me it's not that big of a deal, but every time I mention to people that my mom plays everything I do, people's jaws drop, and they're like, wait, what? Your mom plays Assassin's Creed? What? Your mom plays Halo? What? Your mom plays Minecraft? And it's like, yeah, doesn't everybody's mom? And my mom actually gets quite passionate about this stuff. She is a little shy. She doesn't think much of her appearance, and I have to sweet talk her anytime I want her to show up in a video. But, you know, from the videos, dog barking and barking, from the videos that I have had her in, and the responses to those videos, people seem to be really, really keen on her. They say she's cute. They think my mom's opinions and such are cute, which is kind of nice. I think it'd be good for her too, because she retired a couple of years ago from the post office, and since then she's kind of been getting wrapped up in some not so savory money-making schemes, dare I say. Much to my dad and my chagrin, and it'd be nice to give her something I actually know a little bit about from my own experiences trying to do this. And you know, it's not necessarily a moneymaker, and that's okay. It's still a fun hobby for us to pursue, I think. All right, I should probably stop wandering around crazily. I should make a freaking... What does it want me to do? I don't even remember. I'm like not paying any attention. This is mostly just for a background noise. Okay, crafting table, got it. So let's make some wood planks. 541, that is more than I want. Let's make 200. Crafts. So what else is going on? There is a possibility that I might be getting another job that would pay better. The hours would be the same, so you know, I wouldn't necessarily have more time, but if nothing else, maybe I could finally start saving up money and eventually, you know, get myself a better computer so I can edit videos better and get buy more games when they're new and people still give a crap about them and want to see my review of them. And also, if I get this other job, it's closer to the person I'm dating, so I could potentially move out there and then see them during the week and then have the weekends free to make videos again. So that would be nice. I also, I might have some downtime at this job. I don't know. I don't actually know that much about the job, unfortunately. But from what I've heard, there might be downtime. And I was thinking that on the downtime, I could work on some freelance jobs, either graphic design and illustration, or you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe work on filling out my portfolio so I can eventually get a job at working for a video game company or something. I don't know. The problem with that is the only jobs they really hire for are programmers, and I cannot program. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. I think I pretty much covered the big things. You know, I got the job, possibly the new job, I'm dating somebody, I'm no longer with the podcast, but I might be starting a new thing with my mom eventually. But yeah, that's about it. I think from here on out, I'm not even going to know about this other job for at least another month or two. And even, you know, and I go back and forth because the thing is I actually do like the job I have now. You know, I really get along with my coworkers super well, and even though I don't get paid a lot, it's still a steady paycheck, which is a lot better than doing freelance and going weeks without any jobs and being like, oh my god, how am I going to pay my bills? So that's a nice thing. You don't need to boycott them. Ugh, I'm trying to get up there, it's not working. Beam to ship, beam to ship, beam to ship, beam to ship, beam to ship. Alright. It's kind of hard to jump platforms when my frame rate's not very good. Yeah, you don't have to boycott them, you know, that's the thing, is like, I appreciate the sentiment. I was actually talking in Twitter direct messages to someone else who found out, oh, the hair is, or the dye is all missing from my hair already. I dyed it purple and it was awesome for like a day, and then it went pink, and now it's, I don't even know. Well, my hair's wet right now, I just got out of the shower. But anyway, don't boycott Call of the Sirens on my account. You know, I didn't handle the situation with finesse either, so, and we are all new at this. None of us had ever done podcasts before, and you know, none of us are politically savvy, so it's good that they spoke up. It's good that they came clean with the fact, not came clean, but it's good that they made their desires known so that we could react appropriately, because I unfortunately am one of those people that tends to not speak up when I'm pissed about something and just be full of resentment until it comes out in, you know, nasty little comments that I don't even realize I'm making, or an explosion of rage. So it's good that we didn't have a huge fight about it. So don't boycott them on my behalf. And I'm not making any progress in this game. I'm sorry. Well, I said this wasn't really going to be a serious gameplay video. You know, there's a lot of people that just like play Call of Duty or whatever and they talk. So I guess this is kind of like that. I want to play Call of Duty, actually. I've only ever played Modern Warfare 2. I just don't have any of the other ones. That guy's gonna attack me, isn't he? Probably. Probably. Everybody wants to kill me in this game. So, yeah. What time is it? 9:50? Oh, man. I haven't even been doing this for an hour. I thought it was gonna take a lot longer than that. Cataclysm. I think you're the only one in the stream right now, so hopefully it wasn't too boring and this was somewhat interesting to you. If not, then I apologize. And if anyone I have herein mentioned is listening to this and you got mad or whatever, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to frame it badly. I'm first of all, I'm distracted because I'm actually sort of playing the game as I'm talking, and also I've just never been particularly quick of tongue, at least not regarding serious things. Oh, I was gonna say, so from here on out, future plans as far as GamesR4FITE goes, I'm going to playlist. I'm going to playlist in March, towards the end of March. I had hoped to keep the podcast going at least until then, so I could use it as a platform to talk to people. That didn't happen. So I guess I'm just gonna go with the original plan, which was just to represent my channel. And I'm working on a Morrigan cosplay. I don't know if I'll have time to finish it since it's just a month away, but I bought the materials for it. I just have to find time to work with my friend on how to make it because I'm so bad at making things. What do I need to make torches? I need plant fiber. Okay, let's go get some plant fiber. And as far as making videos goes, you know, my weekends are pretty much a no-go, but now that I don't have the podcast to worry about anymore, I can start spending an evening here or there making videos or whatever. I would like to know if anyone so chooses out there to clue me in on this stuff. I would like to know what you would like me to focus on if I do make videos, because I don't want to spend all my time making videos that no one's gonna watch. Which unfortunately sometimes happens, you know. There's a lot of videos I want to make, but they all require time and effort and delving into copyright stuff and yeah, that kind of stuff. So I don't want to expend the effort if no one's gonna watch it, because unfortunately, you know, I don't have a lot of time. Oh no, I need coal. Okay, so I need to find coal. I was looking at the wrong thing. So if anyone's watching this and you want me to make more videos, then I would ask that you let me know what you want to see. You know, I've got a couple of Let's Plays I've been doing. I'm doing the Outlast. Is that on PC? Because I know it's on PS4 because my friend was he had me playing it, but I only played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, nope, your turn. And he played for 10 minutes and then he was like, nope, we're done. We're both too chicken to play it. But anyway, yeah, I know you guys like the horror games and I don't like horror games, but I guess I'll suck it up if that's what you guys really want to see. Because that is why I do all these videos and everything like that. You know, I do want the games that I'm playing to be fun, but at the same time, you know, there's games that I think that are super fun that are not entertaining to watch at all. And, you know, go ahead and let me know when that's the case so I don't waste everyone's time. As I said. Kind of repeating myself. Sorry. But yeah, I guess anyone watching this video who's been a fan for a while, or not even necessarily for a while, but just is a fan at all, I say this fairly often, but I do appreciate all you guys, and I know it kind of sucks when I get bogged down by real life stuff and I don't have time or energy to work on this stuff, but I haven't forgot about you guys. I still check my messages every day, all 2 of them, and I get happy. I receive happiness every time I get a message from somebody, you know, even if it's not a message necessarily like a compliment, just a, hey, your video is dumb. Okay, well, maybe that doesn't make me happy, but just any kind of comment, just any kind of feedback, because being ignored is the worst thing in the world, I feel like, you know. 'Tis better to be hated than ignored, or feared than ignored. Not necessarily that extreme, but I do appreciate being acknowledged for my existence. That sounds really weird. Alright, I think that's about it. I should probably go to bed, because it's gonna be work time. I drank a bunch of coffee so I'd have energy for this game review I needed to make, and now I'm all not tired, and I'm like, but I need to go to bed. Maybe I'll restart the stream and try to play something for fun. That'd be nice. But if not, thanks for watching, and yeah, leave a comment either in the chat or more likely on the YouTube video comments, because I'll upload this after I finish the stream, letting me know what you think about everything. You know, if you're willing to wait until I have more time for videos, or if you're done, or, you know, maybe if you're in a similar situation to any of the things I described, what your advice is for dealing with it. You know, or just want to talk. It's nice just talking too. So I think that's about it. Alright, I'm gonna go. I didn't make any progress in this game, but that's alright. And thanks to Cataclysm TDR for talking to me while I was waxing poetic on here. I didn't include the chat on here because I was like, people probably aren't gonna be talking anyway. And I don't know when I'll stream again. Probably not till next week. But there should be a game review going up soon, so look forward to that. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, I got 4 viewers. Hi! Bye!